Hello student, this is Amit Pandey and I welcome you all in this online class. So in last class we had completed till the concept of refraction of light, means what are the phenomena of the refraction of light from the glass slab and what is the meaning of double refraction, what was emergent ray and all. And today we will complete the refraction by the spherical lenses. So this lens we will complete today, means what is concave lens, what is convex lens and what are the conditions under which the image will form in case of these both the lenses. So see here, the first lens is showing here. So it is a convex lens. Why it is convex? Here it is written here, a lens may have two spherical surfaces bulging outward. So see, there are two surfaces in these conditions and both are bulging outwards. See, it is bulging outwards. So that lens is called as convex lens. And it is also called double convex lens. Why? Because it has two surfaces. That's why it is called double convex lenses. So this is what? This is convex lens. Now one more thing. This convex lens is also called as converging lens. Now why it is converging lens? Here it is written convex lens are converging lenses. So these all points are very much important for 1 marks questions. Now see, whatever the light coming parallel, see here all these ray of light are coming parallel to the principal axis. After refraction from the lenses, it will converge at this point f2. I will explain what is f1, what is f2. These all I will explain in the next topic, but let me explain one thing here, why it is converging lens. Because all the ray of light is parallel to the principal axis and after refraction from the mirror, see, refraction is happening here. In case of mirror, reflection was happening, but in case of lens, refraction means the bending of light is happening in this case. See, this ray is coming and after this point it get refracted, means bending of light is happening in this case. So after refraction, the all light parallel to the principal axis is converged at the point f2. That's why this convex lens is called as converging lens. Now come for the next lens, that is convex lens. See, this is a convex lens, so it is thicker at the edges than at the middle. See, at the edges it is thicker and at the middle it is slightly less than as compared to the edges. So see here, this concave lens is also called as diverging lens. See, this is this one. So it is also called diverging lens. Why it is diverging? See here, a ray of light which is parallel to the principal axis, and see after refraction it get diverted. See, actually it is going to this directions, but after refraction it is standing at this point. So this is the lens which is diverging lens, which is thicker at the edges and then at middle. So these all points are very much important. It is thicker at the edges than at the middle. Such lens diverge light ray and such lens is called as diverging lens. And again it is double concave lens. Why it is double? Because it is having two surfaces. As I already told you, in case of convex it has two surfaces. In lens case, both the lenses is having two surfaces because the lens is made by the addition of two surfaces. So it is also called as double concave lens. So I hope you have understand what is convex lens and what is concave lens. Now come for the ray formation or image formation in both the cases. Now see the topic, image formation by the lenses. Now see here, this is the chart in which it is showing that these are the different positions. I already explained you what are the positions in case of mirror. So the first position was at infinity, then beyond 2f1, at 2f2, at 2f1, between f1 and f2. So these all are what? These all are the positions of different object. So this is the position for the image, means if object is placed at infinity, then what are the position of image? So it is at f2. Then the size of image means it is dimness size or it is enlarged. So this is the column for the size of the image, and then nature either real or inverted. So see here, in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in 5 cases, the image is real in case of convex lenses. See here, in case of convex lens, the image is real for the 5 cases, but in the last cases, the image is virtual and erect. So can we say that in case of mirror, what was the conditions for the concave mirror? It is same for the convex lens. So the concave mirror and the convex lens both are same. Not we can say exactly same, but the conditions or the positions of the object, and for that the nature of the image is slightly same here. Okay, so in case of lens, we have to go for these all 6 conditions for convex lenses. Okay, now see, for the convex lens, for the concave lens. Now see, in case of mirror, for convex mirror, we are having 2 conditions. Same as in concave lens, we are having 2 conditions. So the convex mirror and concave lens is having same conditions, 2 and 2 at infinity and between infinity and optical center O at the lens. Now come for the ray diagram. So let me explain first. See here, this is convex lens and this one is concave lens. So as we know that in case of lenses we are having 2 surfaces. So for this surface we are having one focus point, and for this surface we are having one more focus point. So this side is f1 and this side is f2. Because there are 2 surfaces, so it will have 2 focal length or 2 focus point, 2 center of curvature and all. Same for concave lens also, f1 and f2. Now see all the rule for the formation of images. So when the ray of light is parallel to the principal axis, it is same as in case of mirror also. See, when the ray of light is parallel to the principal axis, after refraction it passes from the principal focus. See, parallel to the principal axis, after refraction it is passes from the principal focus in case of convex lens. See here, in case of concave lens, when a ray of light is parallel to the principal axis, so as it is diverging lens, so it will divert, but it is making the virtual image, so we have extended this line, so after refraction it is passes from the principal focus. So this rule we have to follow in case of concave lens. See, light parallel to the principal axis and after refraction passes from the principal focus. Just remember all these 2 rules. In case of convex, parallel to the principal axis, after refraction passes from the focus. In case of concave, parallel to the principal axis, after refraction passes from the principal focus. So this is the first rule. Now see, second rule, this is the inverted rule for the first rule. So when the ray of light is parallel to the principal axis, after refraction passes from the principal focus. Again here, when the ray of light is parallel to the principal axis, after refraction passes from the principal focus. In previous cases, the ray of light was coming from this side, and in this case the ray of light is coming from this side. So the side is changed here. Now come for the next rule. In mirror, what we have learned, when the ray of light passes directly from the center of curvature, it will return to the same path. Now see, in case of lenses, when the ray of light passes from the optical center, O here is optical center. So when the ray of light passes directly from the optical center, it will revert to its same path. So it will form a straight line always. In case of concave also, this is the convex and this one is concave. So see, ray of light passes from the optical center. After refraction, it will passes from the same path. So it will showing here straight line. No refraction occurs. In case of refraction, when the angle between incident ray and normal is 0 degree, so it will be straight line. This is the next rule. Okay, so these are the rule which we have to follow for the formation of images. Now see the first rule for the convex lens.